Hello and welcome back once again to thedrinker.co.uk. I'm Pete Turner, and in this series of videos we're looking at wines that I'm recommending from UK supermarkets in the summer going into the autumn of 2022. Really important to note that we are on the verge of a cost of living crisis, so all of the wines in all of these films are under £10, and I've also done my best to try and find wines that are really quite affordable whilst retaining some good quality. The wines in this film are from Asda. You'll see all of the different supermarkets that I review, and if you go on my website and you click on the Asda button, you'll be able to see all of my recommendations from all of their price ranges, and the same with all the other supermarkets too. So we're going to kick off with this is from their extra special range. I think all bar two of them are from their Asda extra special range. Extra special, really well worth looking out for because they do have a lot of good quality at very affordable prices. This is their Fleurie. It comes from Beaujolais. It's £8 a bottle. Beaujolais, please don't confuse Fleurie with Beaujolais Nouveau, which you may have had. Same grape, Gamay is the main grape in Beaujolais. Quite a pale wine usually, and usually quite low in alcohol. This is 13.5%, which is actually sort of the top end for Gamay and for Beaujolais. And it has a lovely sort of savoury note with some black pepper and some sort of red to black fruit, really ripe red currants maybe, really ripe raspberry. Yeah, a little bit of black pepper retained on the... It's quite full-bodied for Fleurie, for Beaujolais. But it's really pleasing. There's a little bit of tannin in there, gives it some structure and some support. It would do well chilled, actually. A lot of the wines from Beaujolais would do well chilled. And it's also, actually, for Beaujolais, quite a good fit for a barbecue, because there's enough sort of fruit sort of drive to it that would work well with, char-grilled meats. So yeah, it's fruity, blackberry. Yeah, much more blackberry and red currant kind of fruit. Really interesting wine at £8 a bottle. A lot of value there. Really love it. So this is La Moneda. It's from Chile. It's a Merlot. It's £5.50, which I think is an absolute stonking bargain. And Chilean Merlot, a real good stage, a real good safe bet. On the nose, it's quite inky. There's some black currant leaf to it. A little bit medicinal, like a medicine cabinet. Really, in a good way, in a really good way. Yeah, and on the palate, that really explodes. It's very broad and fresh. Some quite high acidity, but it's got that lovely black currant sort of backbone to it. Really good wine at £5.50 a bottle. Again, with that sort of medicinal note, I think that's just going to work well sitting on a patio in the summer. Real good little barbecue wine. Make a good house red for the summer and the autumn. Lovely stuff at £5.50 a bottle. Okay, so we're going to Italy next. This is Roversi Pecorino de Chieti. Chieti is sort of halfway down the boot of Italy. Pecorino, don't get confused with the sheep cheese. Allegedly, the name Pecorino comes from the fact that the grapes grow in bunches that resemble the sheep face that make the Pecorino cheese, the Pecorino sheep. So that's the urban myth. So there we go. Oh, and it's just all lovely lemon peel. It's like sherbet lemons and lemon peel. It's beautiful and fresh. This is a kind of wine, if you've been drinking lots and lots and lots of Italian Pinot Grigio, this is the next one to go to on your sort of wine journey. It's lovely and fresh and refreshing. It's got some character to it. It's only £6.50 a bottle. So how about that? Super wine at that kind of price. Lovely, fresh, lemony. Yeah, the next step for Pinot Grigio lovers. Good stuff. Okay, so the other end of the spectrum. This is from their extra special range, Western Cape Sauvignon Blanc. Is Sauvignon Blanc? Yes, it is. Sauvignon Blanc. So it's from South Africa, £6.50 a bottle. Western Cape, quite hot in the daytime, has lovely cooling breezes from the Atlantic blowing in, so good day-night contrast in temperatures make for really interesting wines usually. So what have we got here? Again, it's quite stalky in a good way. It's got a little touch of asparagus to it, which is really lovely. And it's quite floral, very aromatic wine, like Sauvignon Blanc usually is. Yeah, and then it goes off in all directions in the mouth. It's, again, that sort of asparagus wants to be there. Some grapefruit in there. There's some lychee in there. There's a little bit of mango in there, which is unusual, but really, really lovely. At £6.50 a bottle, there's a super wine for a barbecue or for your summertime. Lovely stuff. Okay, we have got this beautiful extra special Pinot Grigio Rosé. So it's Pinot Grigio. It's probably had something else put into it. Quite often it's Pinot Noir that's been put into it, just to give it a little element of colour. Pinot Grigio is a sort of pinky-ish grape, so you can get some colour out of it as it is. But this is a rosé rather than a blush, so I'm guessing there's something else in there too. Again, it's from Italy, from northeastern Italy. And it's got a lovely, a slightly unripe red currant nose to it. Yeah, really lovely red currant touch. And on the palate, that opens into sort of raspberry, really subtle raspberry, maybe slightly underripe raspberry. Beautiful. A lovely rosé at £6 a bottle. Real fridge filler. Buy lots and lots of that. Give it to people on a patio, and you will be everyone's friend. Again, we're finishing on pink Prosecco, another pink one. So obviously from Italy, £7.50 a bottle, 11.5% in alcohol. Lovely, super looking bottle from the extra special range. And it's got, yeah, a lovely sort of, it's peach. It's a peachy nose, a lovely peachy nose, pink peach. I've opened this some time ago. It's still nice and persistent bubbles. Yeah, and it's peach and raspberry and it's just ever such a tiny hint of very ripe red apple to it. It's a beautiful wine at £7.50 a bottle. Real crackerjack wine, that. So there we go. That's my little selection from Asda. Like I say, you go on my website, you can see all of my recommendations from all of the different supermarkets at all of the different prices. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. Let me know what you're drinking this summer, and leave your comments, and more importantly than anything else, have great seasonal drinking. Cheers now.